Blackstone Audio presents Lay It Down, a Desert Dogs novel by Cara McKenna. This book was read by Tom Weiner. Chapter 1. Alex Dunn studied the bottle before him. Hunkered down, chin on crossed arms, he had his eyes level with the label, too close to bring into focus. The whole world was out of focus, frankly. You're drunk. Shocker. Drunk. Yet the weird thing was, his head felt like the only place left in this town that made sense. He couldn't get the memory of what he'd seen that afternoon out of his head. Vivid, as if he were there now, so much more clear than reality. The brutal August sun baking his neck above the collar of his khaki deputy's uniform, and that smell, acrid and animal, smoke and clay. The ground a jumble of displaced red dirt, coyote prints, and black charred bones. He'd been sent over to the construction site on another matter, a routine permit in need of a department signature, when one of the Mexican workers had run up to him and the foreman, looking shaky and rambling about huesos. The guy said he'd seen something like a shallow grave, sounded like a casualty of the drug trade. After taking a look, Alex had called it into headquarters, so the matter could be turned over to a detective. He tried hard to keep his voice even, not wanting to betray his unease, or to undermine his competence any more than he had already lately. Some people in the department looked at him sideways these days, his off-duty issues with the bottle no secret. In a town as small as Fortuity, Nevada, nobody's demons stayed private for long. The foreman had been ripshit. The construction outfit for the Eclipse Resort Casino was under the gun with the developers who'd won the bid to design the thing, constantly racing the clock to meet some new deadline, score some juicy early completion bonus. Alex knew all this well. Some deputy or other was forever rushing out to the sites to deal with the latest zoning dispute or sign off on some form, sometimes even the sheriff of Brush County himself. Last thing the foreman wanted was to get shit from his bosses about a criminal investigation that could throw the project into jeopardy and bench 100 or more workers for who could guess how long. But the law was the law, and bones were bones. But money, Alex told the bottle, tapping it with his knuckle, is money. Tap. Is money. Shit, he was so drunk. But, given it was after 8 o'clock, and he was through driving any place for the evening, well, that went without saying. He took another slug.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?